Welcome to the Board Game Network. I'm going to be explaining the rules, how to play Dice Heist. It's a brand new game. It's coming out on Monday, May 23rd, 2016. But I wanted to get this video out there so that you would know how to play this right away. You are an international thief that goes to one of these museums. We got the Louvre, the British Museum, the Metropolitan Museum, or the Hermitage Museum, one in each country, and you're trying to steal their artifacts, their gems, or their artwork. And so here you see a variety of cards out here. We got an artifact, and the way you can tell it's an artifact is you got a vase up in the upper left-hand corner. This has just one vase, this has two vases, and it's got two pictures, so that counts as two artifacts. Here's a gem. We have three different colors. We got green, blue, and red gems, and that makes a difference for scoring at the end. And then we have a piece of artwork, and it's got a value up in the upper right hand corner. So that is the way, that is all the different kinds of cards you can have. And your goal is to impress all your fellow thieves by stealing the most from the different museums. So all you do is you shuffle a deck, you put the 4 museums out, and on your turn you flip up a card. And you lay that card in front of the museum that owns that artifact or gem or artwork. And so this has got a United States flag. It goes in front of the Metropolitan and it sits down there. So then each person gets a black die. That's their thief die. The white dice are sidekick dice. Those are the people that you have help you with your robberies if you need them. So once you've put a card down, you can decide which museum you want to steal from. Well, there's only one here, and this die number in the lower left-hand corner represents the security for that museum, so you have to exceed the security for the museum. So when I roll this dice to steal from the Metropolitan that has a gem, I would have to roll a 4 or higher because it has security of 3, so I have to beat the security. So I can decide, you know what, I'm going to go for it and roll, and I rolled a 3 and it's got a security of 3, so I couldn't steal that gem. And then it's the next player's turn. He flips up a card, and it's an artifact. It goes in front of the St. Petersburg Hermitage Museum because of the flag down here in the bottom center. Matches the flag up in the upper right. And you'll notice it also has a plus sign here. That means it's a minor artifact, and you get to actually draw again. And you get to keep drawing until you don't have a plus sign up there. And so that one goes in front of the Louvre. Okay, and then the second player would get to choose if he wants to try to steal. And so he gets to pick a museum, and he says, well, I'll try to steal from the Hermitage. And he would have been successful, and he actually gets every card in front of that museum. So these cards are going to build up in front of here over a series of rounds and different players. And so he would put that in front of him. Now the other choice, instead of rolling to steal, once you have drawn, is instead of rolling, you can get a sidekick. And that means just take a white dice, and that's your turn. So your turn's over after you take a white die. And then it passes on. So you always draw, and then you can decide to steal or take a sidekick. So you may have 2 or 3 sidekicks over here. You'll notice that the Louvre has a high security, so you have to roll a 6 to be able to steal from it. So you might need several die to roll to get to be able to steal from the Louvre. So let's just throw some cards out here. Let's see, guess I'll throw them in the right place. And I'm going to look at those and go, you know, which one of these museums would I rather steal from? Now let's say these are my dice here. I've got 4 sidekicks in my thief dice. And I'm going to try to steal from the Louvre. So let's see, I can choose when I want to steal how many of these dice to use. I always going to use the black one, but I can choose how many of my white ones to use. It depends on how many I think I need to be able to successfully steal. So if I'm rolling for something down here, I may not use very many, but if I'm rolling for the Louvre, I may want to use them all. Then I can roll. And if I get a 6, which I did not do, I was not able to successfully steal from the Louvre, so I get to keep all those die. If, however, I would roll and I would get a 6, if I get a 6 on my die roll, I get the artifact, the gems, the artwork, I get all of the stuff that was in front of that museum, but all my sidekicks go away at that point, and I would have to get more sidekicks if I want more. Okay, so that's basically the game. You keep drawing until all the cards in the deck are gone, and all of the museums, everything in front of the museums is gone also. So once you get down to being out of the deck, you just keep stealing from the museums until they're empty. You don't get the draw phase anymore. This manual, this rule book, has a nice summary here on the back. And so what you do is you score your points at the end of the game, and every artifact counts 1 for each artifact. So these ones that have 2 vases on them and have 2 pictures of the artifact, those actually count for 2 points. The gems, you separate those by color. So you put all the blues together, all the greens together, all the reds together. It does not matter which museum you got them from. And the first of that color counts 1 point, the second 2, third 3, and so on. So 1 blue gem is 1 point, 2 blue gems is 3 points total, 3 blue gems is 6 points, 4 is 10, 5 is 15, that's total. So once you start accumulating a certain color of gem, it's to your advantage to try to keep getting that color because they become more valuable. Okay, so you add those points, and then the artwork, you total up the value of the art for each person. So here we've got Monks, the screen, it says it's worth $20 million. You would, whatever artwork you have, you total that up, and whoever has the most gets 8 points. Whoever has the least gets -4 points. And then you total up your points. And this plays up to 5 players. And it's 2 to 5. And plays in about 20 minutes. So 14 years and up, it says. But that is Dice Heist, put out by AEG. That's how you play this game. Hope you enjoy this game. It's brand new, just now coming out.